Hello, Megan here. Today I'm going to talk to you about tea. I'm going to share all my favorite types of teas. I am a big tea drinker. I personally don't do all that great with a whole lot of caffeine. So after my first cup of coffee in the morning, I switched to tea, and there's a million different reasons that people drink tea, but aside from the health benefits, it's just like a nice, warming, comforting thing to have throughout your day, especially in the wintertime. But you can put it over ice in the summer, take it out for a walk. That's also great too. I'm going to share some of my favorites, some of their health benefits, why you might want to grab them. All the ones that I'm going to share today are herbal teas. And the first two that I want to share are dandelion. So here I have dandelion root and leaf and roasted dandelion root. So the roasted dandelion root is the most similar tasting to coffee, I would say. So this one's my favorite because it makes me still feel like I'm drinking coffee, which is amazing. But dandelion in general is really great for the kidneys. It's supportive for helping the kidneys flush out extra toxins. It can also be really good because of that bitter taste to help the liver start to produce more bile, which is great for detoxification. And if you've watched my videos, you've heard me say before that detoxification, the way that we're eliminating, is such a great overall indicator of our health in general. So this can help with elimination if you're constipated, and just help the detoxification process all the way along. So raspberry leaf is another one of my faves. And this is one that is great for PMS symptoms. Really, I don't know what's going on with my hair here. Really good for if you get any sort of menstrual cramping. A lot of women use it later on in their pregnancies to try and induce labor. So this is one, if you have any sort of PMS. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, so I like to have this the week leading up to my period. I just find that it really helps with all of my symptoms. What else do I have here? Milk thistle is another that I recommend a lot to anyone that has liver issues, or slow detoxification, slow elimination, which I do. And you'll know that if you have one drink and feel drunk, have one coffee, or if you have, your second sip of your second cup of coffee and you all of a sudden get a headache. Like, I can't handle more than one cup of coffee, and that's an indication that my phase 1 detoxification is not so great at the moment. So milk thistle can really help with that. It's really, really supportive for the liver and liver health. And the liver is responsible for so many processes in the body that I try to always just prioritize it for people anyway, for the clients that I'm working with. Nettle leaf, stinging nettle, is another really great one for kidneys. This one is especially helpful if you are feeling like you're retaining a lot of water, like you had a ton of sodium the day before, and you just feel like really ugh the next day. This would be one that's like a super diuretic. So could be a good one for you for kidney health if you have any sort of anything going on with the kidneys. If you have high uric acid levels, if you get kidney stones, anything like that, like nettle leaf, or you can make a tea yourself with like tart cherry juice, lemon juice, things like that. What else do I have in here? Okay, I always say this one wrong. I know it's not pronounced calendula. Calendula is, I think, how you say this one. But this one is fairly new in my rotation. I started reading about it for its antimicrobial properties. So antimicrobial, antifungal, that means that it's going to be really great if you feel run down, if you feel like you're catching a cold, if you've come back from travel, you feel like any sort of travel, there's that risk of getting like parasites or different bacteria that you're not used to. So this type of a tea, or incorporating something like ginger, oregano oil, stuff like that when you get back from trips. Not like many of us are going anywhere these days, but this is one of those teas that can be helpful for that as well. That's all that's in my my fun bag of teas. I usually rotate these kind of throughout the day depending on how I'm feeling. I'll also, if I grab some turmeric root from the grocery store, we'll sometimes just make like a turmeric ginger tea or ginger lemon, some of those classic ones that are just really soothing. Turmeric especially is anti-inflammatory, super anti-inflammatory. So if you have joint stiffness, joint pain, that would be one that I would recommend. Ginger, if you ever feel nauseous, you feel like you're getting sick, that's a really great one. Anything with lemon helps the liver out as well. So these are my favorites. You can let me know if you have any questions about these or any other teas that are in your rotation that you maybe have some questions about. And I hope that this was helpful for you. Have a great rest of your day.